I'm Miss Calise.
Hi, I'm Miss Murata.
Hi, I'm Miss Barber.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Davis.
Hi, I'm Miss Arena.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Shire.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Overholt.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Haskins, and we are looking forward to a great 4th grade year. Hello, parents. Welcome to 4th grade at LVA. In math this year, we are using the Ready program, which comes along with iReady, which is the online component. So your students will be going on iReady a few times a week at school, and they can also go on at home. iReady is great because it gives them content on their level to help them with things that they may be missing. We'll have quizzes about once a week. They come after every lesson, and you'll always know when they're coming up. And then we have unit tests, which count for a bit more of the students' grades, about once a month. They come every 4 or 5 lessons in math. So again, we'll always do a review for those, and you'll always know when those are coming up. Another part of our math this year is Rocket Math, which is a program to help students with fact fluency in multiplication and eventually division. So look for their Rocket Math papers coming home in their folders. You'll be able to see which level they're on, if they passed or not, and they can actually use those sheets to help them study for the next Rocket Math section. Some classes are doing Rocket Math every day, some are doing it every other day. So like I said, just check in your student's folder to see those papers coming home so you know how they're doing and what level they are on. In reading, we use a variety of resources to teach the skills. We do have a reading book, but we also use resources outside of the reading book. Students will have guided reading where they'll work with the teacher and with each other in groups, as well as literature circles, which is a little bit more independent. So the kids will get to read books with their group that are on their level, and they'll get to discuss those books and do jobs with the books that help to review the skills that we're learning in class. Something new to 4th grade reading is the TDA, which stands for Text Dependent Analysis, and this is something that we'll be introducing in reading as well as writing. It's basically an essay that asks the students to analyze what they read and make some connections and inferences. Usually it's about 4 to 5 paragraphs, and so we'll be doing a lot of practice with this before the students are expected to do it on their own, but it will eventually become part of their normal reading tests. We have reading tests every other week, and they're always cold read tests, meaning the students have not seen the passage before the test. So they'll read a brand new passage and answer questions about that passage. In ELA, which is English Language Arts, we have vocabulary in 4th grade, and the way vocabulary works is we teach prefixes and suffixes, and the kids are expected to learn the meanings of those prefixes and suffixes so that they can use them to decode new words. We also are going to learn some vocabulary that goes along with our unit of inquiry, and we'll have a test in vocab every 6 weeks that will include 3 prefixes or suffixes as well as the words from the unit of inquiry. We have spelling. Every 2 weeks, the kids will get new words. So we'll get new words on a Monday. We'll study those words and practice those words for 2 weeks. And then they'll have a spelling test every other Friday. Spelling practice will be part of their homework. So the majority of spelling practice is expected to be done at home, though they will get some practice here at school in centers as well. In writing, the main things we're doing in writing are the TDA, which I mentioned on the reading slide. We'll also be writing personal narratives, informational text, a persuasive text, and we also use or put grammar into our writing curriculum as well. So the students will learn parts of speech, how to write correct sentences, and we will have grammar assignments and quizzes along the way. This slide shows you all of the units of inquiry that we have in 4th grade. So right now we are finishing up our first unit of inquiry, which is Sharing the Planet, Zones of Comfort. Your students have been learning about the different biomes around the world, the ways that animals and plants adapt to their environment so that they can survive, and food chains and food webs, and how all the living things are connected in ecosystems. You can take a look and read about the other 5 units of inquiry also. Our next one will be Life on Planet Earth, and we'll be starting that in a week or so. And in that unit, we'll be talking about natural resources, agriculture, and renewable energy. Also in fourth grade, we have PA history, which is new to fourth grade. In the other building, they didn't have another history component. So we'll be learning about map skills, the different regions in Pennsylvania, some of the Native American tribes that lived in Pennsylvania and the surrounding areas, the founding of Pennsylvania, and important historical people who were in Pennsylvania. We tend to do PA history in between our units of inquiry or sometimes throughout. We don't get to do that as much as the units of inquiry, but you will see some PA stuff coming home in your kids' folders. For homework, we give homework on a Friday afternoon, and the students have all weekend and all of the next week to finish it, and the homework is always due Friday mornings. So they have a reading page, a vocabulary and spelling page, and a page to make a connection to our unit of inquiry. Math is not included in the weekly packet. Instead, they will get problems assigned for their math homework throughout the week. You've probably already seen the packets coming home. They're on purple-ish pages. And if they have homework for math that night, it will be in their planner. Otherwise, those packets can be used for extra practice to help the kids practice for a quiz or for a unit test. If homework is not done, you'll see a write-up in Jupyter, and that's just so that we can keep track of the missing homework assignments. And homework is graded for each subject. We grade a different subject each week, but we don't always tell the students which subject will be graded, so they're expected to complete the whole packet to the best of their ability each week. And we grade it based on completion and effort, not necessarily if they got everything correct. I wanted to talk to you about the school-wide positive behavior system. You may have heard your students talking about their ROAR cards. Students can earn signatures on their ROAR cards for doing the things that we expect them to do. So being respectful, being open-minded, accepting responsibility for their actions, and being reflective. If we see the students doing these things, they can get ROAR signatures, and then at the end of each month, they get to either purchase items from the ROAR store with their signatures, or they can decide to put their signatures into our online bank, and they actually earn interest on the signatures so that they can save up for bigger purchases. In fourth grade, we also have end-of-the-month rewards to enforce the positive behavior. So students will have a chance to earn this reward every month. It takes place during school, and they always have a choice of activities they can participate in. Sometimes it's extra recess or time on the Chromebooks. Maybe they'll choose to watch a movie in one of the fourth grade classrooms. To earn the reward, they have to have one or fewer missed homeworks for the month, and they have to have no behavior write-ups in Jupyter. If a student doesn't earn the reward, then they will be given work to catch up on or given time to work on their homework or other assignments that need to get finished, and they will be in a room with other students who have not earned the reward, spending their time doing that work. Thank you for watching our presentation, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your child's homeroom teacher. They'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.